Hey guys, it's Mike here. Welcome to AutoVlog. In today's review, we have the 2017 Ford Explorer Platinum. Introduced for the 2016 model year, the Platinum trim level is by far the most luxurious Ford Explorer to date. The Ford Explorer comes in 5 different trim levels. It's the base model, the XLT, the Limited, the Sport, and now also the Platinum. So if you go with a limited trim level of the Ford Explorer, which used to be the top of the line, you get all the goodies. So what sets a Ford Explorer Platinum apart from the Limited and also the Sport? Let's start with the front fascia here. The grille for the Ford Explorer Platinum is exclusive to its trim level. It gives the front fascia a unique look. And as we walk around the side here, the 20-inch wheels, exclusive for the Platinum. Now the color is fittingly the Platinum White, which is available for a lot of the Ford vehicles. It is the most premium color in the Ford lineup, demanding a $595 extra. It is a tri-coat white. Always hard to capture that on video here, but it is a nice metallic color. Let's see if we can get it here. Gives it a beautiful sparkle. Now for the rear fascia here, you have a dual exhaust pipe setup. And you also get the Platinum badging, of course. Backup camera with a washer. That was new for 2016. And all around the vehicle you have parking sensors for the backup assist and also for the parallel parking feature called Active Park Assist. I'm going to walk around here and take a look at the front as well, where you have your parking sensors all around the front bumper. Front camera that we'll take a look at when we get inside the vehicle. LED daytime running lights was introduced for 2016 on all models. It was definitely needed on the Explorer. Just enhances the front fascia. A lot of people say it looks like a Range Rover. Now the Platinum trim level shares the 3.5 liter twin turbo EcoBoost V6, pushing out 365 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. The Sport and the Platinum are the only trim levels that get the 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6. Being a Platinum, you get the Platinum colored side mirrors as well, along with door handles. Obviously, as all Fords, you have the capless fuel filler system here, which is a Ford patent feature. And the Ford Explorer also comes available with the kicking motion for the liftgate. Keep your key fob in your pocket. Swipe your foot or your leg underneath. And the liftgate opens. take these floor mats out, and all Explorers have a third row. Obviously on the Platinum everything is power. And then you can also stow it. So if you don't need the third row for seating, you just have a lot of cargo capacity. Throw those back in there. Close the lift gate, that button right there. You hear a chime telling you to get out of the way. Now you can also set the lift gate to stop at a certain height, so which prevents it from, say, hitting your roof of your garage. And also if you are vertically challenged, you can actually reach the button to close it. Now the Ford Explorer is 193 inches long and 90 inches wide. Now depending on the configuration and what engine you have, it'll obviously weigh different, but the Ford Explorer Sport and also the Platinum both weigh 4,901 pounds. So what we'll do is we're going to jump inside and take it for a spin. Before we do that, I'll show you the key fob here, where you have lock button, unlock, remote start, the tailgate release, and your panic button. So this is a smart key access fob, which you can keep in your pocket. Walk up to the door, put your hand on the door handle, and it unlocks. You can also lock it, and it has power folding side mirrors. Unlock it by putting your hand on the door, or you can use the 5-digit code, Ford standard, to enter the vehicle and also to lock the vehicle. Alright, so as we take off in the 2017 Ford Explorer Platinum, I earlier drove the 2017 Explorer Sport, and the cars are very similar. They have the same engine. The Sport has slightly upgraded suspension, and I'm more in tune to drive a Sport because of how it looks and everything, but as soon as you get in the Platinum, I think I like this a little better. It is a classier look, and you know that it's going to have the same power as the Ford Explorer Sport. So it's a thin line between the differences of the two. Now the Explorers are pretty heavy vehicles, so this weighs 4,901 pounds. I have already done a performance test of this car here, or SUV, previously. So if you want to see a 0 to 60 test, which we won't be doing right now, then please check out that video. It pops up on your screen right now. But what I can definitely notice right away is these comfortable seats and the massaging feature that you also have. Turn that on right now. What the hell is it? There we go. Multi-contour seats. Driver. Bump that up a little bit. a lot that you notice is the induction noise from the engine. I mean, it sounds good, but it doesn't sound like pure and raw. So I don't really know what I think of that, but there's obviously some body roll being a SUV, but otherwise it handles pretty good. Good visibility in the back. Got blind spot detection, or BLIS, the blind spot information system, obviously, so you always know when someone's in your blind spot. Going down a very windy road here, so it's a good test to see how well it handles. We're doing about 50 miles an hour. But if you compare to what you get for the $55,500 that this specific Platinum costs, and I mean, it is a Platinum, it is fully loaded right off the bat. Pretty much the only options you can really pick is if you want captain's chairs for the second row, and obviously different colors and interior colors as well. But I mean, you get the multi-contour seats, which is the massaging seats, navigation, standard heated cooled seats, standard heated steering wheel is standard, which are features that are important for the specific clientele that purchase a vehicle like this, the price range that it's in, and so on. I mean, it has every luxury feature pretty much that you find in a lot of the German premium brands like the Mercedes and the BMWs. Pretty much the only thing that's missing is it being autonomous driving. I mean, it has a front camera, obviously a rear view camera, cross traffic alert, and so on. Gas mileage for the Ford Explorer Platinum with the 3.5 liter EcoBoost is around 20 on the highway. I mean, those are pretty honest numbers. 19 maybe you'll reach, and around 15, 16 in the city. I mean, it's a big engine, big heavy vehicle. That is to be expected. You're not really going to get an economy driver in this price range. But it is very, very comfortable. And I can understand why the Explorer is the most sold SUV in America 25 years straight. And now it has a trim level that competes with the premium brands, such as the Germans, Lexus, the Japanese, and so on. Horrible traffic out here today, but we're going to drive back and then we'll take a closer look at the interior of the 2017 Ford Explorer Platinum. With that being said, I'm 6'2", a lot of headroom. I fit just fine. Probably for someone that is a lot shorter than me, this vehicle will feel very, very big. The dashboard is big, hood is big, but I like that. So you'd have to find that out for yourself. So my favorite part of the Ford Explorer Platinum is its interior. So let's jump inside and see what's different from the other trim levels in the Ford Explorer lineup. Alright, so starting with the door here, you have this gorgeous Nirvana leather contrast stitching in the side here. You have wood grain accents here as well. Very soft leather to rest your arm on, and you got white contrast stitching all across the door. Cup holders and just cubby storage space here. You have memory settings for 3 different drivers. And obviously you have power seats, power lumbar, Ford Explorer Platinum comes with multi-contour seats, meaning massaging seats. So we'll take a look at that here shortly as well. Explorer sill plates, should say Platinum there in my opinion. Let's jump inside. Now, as I mentioned on the test drive already, is how comfortable these seats are, and they really are. They don't just look good. They are very comfortable, especially if you use the massaging feature. But if we start with the steering wheel here, you have wood grain across the steering wheel. Only the Platinum gets that, and I mean that's a matter of opinion if you like that or not. I mean, I actually kind of like it. It's suitable in this trim here. I mean, it wouldn't be suitable in the sport trim, but it does look good. Leather wrapped steering wheel, contrast stitching, very nice. And the Ford Explorer Platinum is the only Ford that has a platinum colored oval. Now the Ford Fusion Platinum and the F-150 Platinum, F-250 Platinum, and so on, they still get the blue oval. Ford Explorer Platinum is the only one with the platinum colored oval. And nothing has changed from 2016 in how the buttons are located and their features. But we'll start here on the left, which controls the left instrument cluster, where basically you have your trip meters, fuel economy, driver's assist settings, and so on. Now the Ford Explorer Platinum also comes standard with adaptive cruise control, where you set a gap to the vehicle in front of you while you're out driving. Very nice feature if you are doing extensive highway driving and you just want to cruise and not really have to use your brake pedal or anything like that. It's a very nice feature. And then for the middle instrument cluster here is controlled by these buttons. If you scroll down, you can toggle through your entertainment, navigation, your phone, speedometer. You can have a digital speedometer right there. Now just the instrument cluster setup with the tachometer and the speedometer is like no other Ford. It looks more like Ford's luxury cousin brand Lincoln. They have very similar setup on most of their vehicles, which is a nicer setup in my opinion. I like this. It's classier looking, which is suitable for the Ford Explorer Platinum. You have all your Bluetooth capability options here, volume to answer your phone, and so on. Then we have our light switch all the way to the right. You have automatic lights, tailgate button right here, tow button, your fog lights, interior dimming, and so on here. And for 2017, the Ford Explorer finally gets Sync 3, which I have gone over in many of my reviews already. I have separate videos doing individual reviews of the Sync 3 system, and now also for 2017, Apple CarPlay is available, which is an amazing feature if you have an iPhone. And I have a separate video going through or doing a quick overview of Apple CarPlay as well. You'll have a link that pops up on your screen if you want to check out that feature more in depth. And as we move down here to the center stack below the touchscreen, Ford Explorer Platinum gets a front camera, panoramic view, which is very nice if you're pulling out of a tight parking spot or pulling into a tight parking spot, or pulling out on a heavy trafficked road. As long as you're under 5 miles an hour, the camera stays on and you can see what's ahead of you. Then we have our parking, active park assist, enhanced park assist as well, that enables you to, or the vehicle helps you to either parallel park or pull in back into a parking spot. all your climate functions here, cooled seats, heated seats. Obviously it has dual climate control. And now the Ford Explorer Platinum has as standard the 500 watt stereo system, which is a very, very nice stereo system versus the other Fords, which get the 390 watt Sony stereo system. Explorer Platinum gets the 6-speed select shift automatic transmission with sport mode, which sharpens the throttle response. You can also use your paddle shifters on each side of the steering wheel. Very nice for more intimate driving. And then over here we have the terrain management control button, basically for different driving conditions. So right now we have it in normal. If I turn it up one spot here, and you'll see that right here, changes to mud rut mode. One more time, it changes to sand mode, and the last option is snow, gravel, grass mode. Just for different driving conditions depending on what time of year or where you're located and where you're driving. And then you have 2 cup holders here. Ambient lighting, can't really see that right now, it's more for nighttime, but that also is a very, very nice feature. You have storage compartment in here, USB port, 12 volt. And then for the mid armrest here, very nice contrast stitching. Nice storage compartment here. Another USB port right there. But the interior of the Ford Explorer Platinum is the nicest part, as I mentioned already, in my opinion here. I love these seats and the Nirvana leather with the stitching, just gorgeous. Up here we have a sunglass holder, visors with universal garage door opener, vanity mirrors with lights. This pulls out and extends on both sides, obviously. And then here we have the panoramic moonroof operation buttons. That's how far it opens. And then if you want to close the shade, the steering wheel is also power tilting. And telescoping. So what we'll do now, we're going to jump outside again and jump in the second row. So it's a brand new car. It's still a bunch of plastic and stuff laying around here, but this is my driving position pretty much. Might be a little further back, but the Explorer has best-in-class second row headroom. Not legroom, but it has best-in-class third row legroom. And to fold the second row seat here, just push that button to fold the headrest, and then you have a button right here. Oops. As you can see, if the seat is not up far enough, it gets stuck. So we're going to pull it up a little bit. There we go. And there we go. And that's how you enter the third row. Now the third row is currently down. Pull that up here. And we're just going to pull up one side, the left one, and then we click normal. Close the lift gate. And then I'll jump back here. Still pretty tight for me. I'm 6'2". But you can see for yourself. And then I can pull the strap right here. And then push the button to get out. Yeah, so as I said, best in row leg room for the third row, even though it's tight for an adult, but mainly it's meant for kids to sit in the back. But although the second row here is extremely comfortable, just as soft seats as the driver and passenger. And currently I have pretty good knee room here after moving up the seat a little bit. And for the rear passengers, you have 2 USB ports, heated seats in the back, and full power plug for any media devices that will need charging while you're sitting back here. But the headroom is good. I mean, I have no problem sitting back here. Don't really feel like it's tight at all. Same beautiful Nirvana leather and contrast stitching for the passenger doors back here as well. Alright guys, so let me know what you think of the 2017 Ford Explorer Platinum. Is it worth the $55,000 price tag? Let me know in the comment section below, and if this was your first time visiting the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.